Welcome to the return of the free-to-play account. I know a lot of you have been asking for this, and we are with the France and Monaco series event, and we've got the UK coming for this video, and then Saudi Arabia and France in the last two races. Now we are dropping to Contender this week, and the reason being is we don't have the boosted drivers at all, so it's making it really hard for us to stay in champion. Last week we dropped 5 points out of the top 50, so we didn't qualify. So this week we are trying Contender. 3 races in, 101 points, a big 47 point with some change of weather in race number 3. And we're getting into race number 4 in Silverstone. So let's get this underway for this video. United Kingdom and Silverstone. The real hard thing at the moment is we just don't have the boosts to compete. So we don't have a lot of boosts at all, and it is making it very tough in this series to do. Otherwise, we'd be in champs. P12, P14 is the qualifying positions for Valtteri Bottas and Sebastian Vettel. So I think Vettel will probably do maybe a 2-stop. We're going to use instinct for a bit of fuel and overtaking on the mediums of Bottas. I think we'll go hards actually with Taurus and try and extend that stint out. We know a 4-3, very powerful at Silverstone. And let's see if we can get the final race and get qualified for the opening round. So, boost trick off the start for the free-to-play account. First race of the video. And can we get Bottas up through the field? He's in P10 at the moment, and Vettel following him on that Taurus mediums. Can we go up the inside, secure that position? And we can. Bottas P10, and we're going to leave boosting. He's up to P9 already as well. So good moves by Bottas early. And then we will cut down just round this corner as Sergio Perez takes a look at us but can't get the job done. And we steady P9, P11. So great start for us on the free-to-play account. Coming round to complete lap 1 already. And we are behind a train of cars. But we are literally clutching at straws when it comes to the boosts that we're using. Can we get in any further? Bottas defending from Perez. Every point's going to matter when it comes to the free-to-play account. And hopefully we can keep them coming. Can we get any further? At the minute, we're all good. Perez now trying to get past Bottas. Both on good tyres. So we're both doing fairly decent on tyres. Maybe able to stretch out Bottas. Probably have to do a 2-stop here. We haven't really got the tyres, so we're going to have to go fuel and burn some of that off. Vettel though, all good for the 4-3 strategy. And we can't really overtake through here, so we're going to cut down, save that fuel, save those tyres, and we'll see what we can do. Bottas comes through, chasing after P6, and at the moment we are all good indeed. In Bottas comes, and we can start to boost Vettel now, pick up some places. And this is a strategy guide on my track, so if you do struggle at Silverstone, this is definitely strategies that you want. And Bottas on the softs coming out in P11, not too far behind Sebastian Vettel, and he's looking at the back of Lewis Hamilton. So P6, P11, as always we can't overtake through there, so we're going to keep boosting forward. And we are going to come into the pit. So we're on for some good points haul already here. It's looking promising. And Vettel coming in now. Bottas continues. So another lap required for Bottas. Softs and service. And we are up to P5. Vettel all the way to the end now. Out in P11. So the one-stop strategy will come back very good. And Bottas' strategy, not too bad either. Trying to chase down that Lando Norris in P4. Can we get it done? We're trying, but it's not going to. And Vettel all over the back of Ocon. So we could get on the podium. We could try something miraculous. Vettel, though, trying to get round Ocon. Can't get the move done. Holding us up. Holding us up quite a lot as well. And he comes through into P8. And we're going to get team ordered, I reckon, here as well. So Vettel P8. Bottas P11. Any more moves on the cards? Can we get it done? As trying to get round Ocon. Ocon's been a bit of a pain, that boosted driver. We're still trying though. And there's the move. He's into the pits, last lap pit stops. And Sebastian Vettel will move up to P number 7, I think it is. And he is. Bottas into P9. So this is where team orders are starting to play effect. We want to keep boosting both of them. No instinct left. And we are pretty close. Some hard tyres will run out. Not for us though. And team orders really taking effect now. And we've lost a position because of team orders. Can we get that back? Can we get that one place back? Bottas is trying. This is carnage at the end of this race. And we're not going to get it back. It is P8 and P9 in the last race of qualifying. And that should see us through. And coming back in, it does see us through in P number 4. So we move to opening round. And we're on 188 points after 6 races. Still no boosted drivers. And we're going to get the show underway. We've got race number 7 and it is in the difficult Jeddah with tough tyres ahead. So race 7, let's get it going. And Saudi Arabia is going to be tough for us because you need tyres, and that's something that we don't have a lot of with our tyre management of our drivers. And we're hoping we are going to get through for the final round of Contender. It is very tough against boosted drivers, and we start P16, P18, and you can see Fernando Alonso has come into our team now, and that's because in the pit pass, the free crate up to Series 11, we managed to pull Fernando. So with the boost that we do have, voice and probably mediums for Alonso. I mean, we might need downforce though, because we'll probably go both. Voice on mediums, Vettel on mediums with downforce, bit of time management. Alonso taking the speed, acceleration and grip. So can we get a good start and see what we can do with limited boosts? P16, P18 we started, and Alonso makes a good move through the middle, and already we are into P11 or P12 fighting out with Perez. So a very good start, and we are in P11 and P12 now. Good battle with Alonso, and that soft tyre is going to be a bit of a pain behind us, but we've already moved through. Can we get into P11? We can. So Alonso on the mediums working well, and with the voice, and we have moved up. We're going to boost a little bit more, see if we can make a move on Norris. Good overtaking opportunity through here, and we can't get it done. Obviously we're doing 2 laps with Alonso. Can we get down the inside? Good opportunity. We try and stick our nose in, and somehow we lose the position to Perez. So that move absolutely backfired somehow. Not sure how we lost that, but we did. So we'll continue the fight. So we come round. We're definitely going to have to bring Alonso in this lap. He's not got the tyre management at all on the mediums. Vettel probably can go another lap. And we're going to try and jump some people in the pits. Very tricky pit stop here. A lot of tyres running out. So there'll be a chaos in the pits. And here comes Alonso. So Alonso in, and Vettel will continue round. Both rival cars pit, and that means we're going to get bugged because we're not going to make it out here. We should get a head look, and we get stuck. And we're still stuck, and now we're out. So that's the bit of a bug that is in this track, which is a real shame because we would have been out nice and clear of the rival then with Fernando Alonso. Vettel continuing round though. Vettel now into P9. with that downforce, obviously using the tyre management to our advantage with the downforce, and we should be able to get to the end of this lap without having to run out of tyres. And here we come. We are now just run out of tyres, but we have made it to the pits safely. So Vettel coming in, albeit very slowly, and then getting held by the Mercedes. So it's all happening at Jeddah. Alonso goes for another dive down the inside, and somehow we just get P10 as Vettel comes back out, still holding off that medium tyre with Carlos Sainz behind us, or in front I should say. And there's a move on Carlos Sainz. Can we get it done? We can, up to P9. We'll be pitting this lap with Alonso, and can we get even further? Big unknown. First time I've raced this track at this point on this account. So Alonso into P8 nearly, stays P9 and now does enter the pits from P10. Vettel keeping going on that downforce, makes a move on Ocon. Can he go around the outside? Of course he can't. But can we go any further? We're all right up against it now as Alonso comes out in P19. Bit of a mash-up of a strategy here. And I think hard tyres are going to have to be done on Vettel, who's in P12 at the moment. And can we close any more gaps? Can we get there? We're right behind Ocon. This track is a very good speed track, guys. And that's what you want boost-wise. But obviously I struggle on my free-to-play account. As Vettel comes in, and it will be for some hard tyres. Vettel in P7 at the minute. And Alonso carries on round. He's doing the 2-2-2. And he moves into P8. And he'll be coming back for some more mediums at the end of this stint. And Vettel we will push to the end as well. So a bit laggy, but I think we're surviving. We are. And Alonso all over the back of George Russell. We're just going to save some tyres for that medium run at the end. Hopefully we'll be able to boost all the way. And we've got Vettel P16. So can we get a move done on George? We can. We're up to P7. Into the pits we come though. We'll follow Gasly in. Or no, Gasly continues. So let's hope we don't get blocked this time. And Vettel continues round. So Vettel making some good moves up to P11. And we're just going to watch our tyres a little bit. But we are looking okay here. Surprisingly, it's turning out okay at the moment, considering we started near enough at the back. And we're just trying to conserve where we can. Alonso, though, will be flying to the end. Track temperature warming up all the time. 32 degrees now. So it's going to run out a lot quicker. Can we go up the inside of Carlos Sainz? Door opens. We can get it. Pit stops, they come in. And Vettel down the straight. Can we get into P7? Wide corner. Can't get it done. Alonso now here as well. Alonso flies past. And we're not looking good on tyres for Vettel. 24%. 33 track degrees now. So we are up to P8 and P9. Not a lot of fuel, not a lot of tyres left to play with. And we're going to start boosting. Can we get to the end of this lap with the tyres and fuel? We're going to risk it. We need all the points we can get. But Alonso running out of fuel and tyres. Here comes P9 of Vettel. It's a race to the line. And we're out of fuel and tyres. And it is going to be P8 and P9 at Jeddah, which will absolutely take. So we did make it through to final round, and we're getting straight into it with race number 8. And let's see where we can finish this GP. Even Contender is really tough for this account, as you can see by the qualifying positions. But let's see where we can finish. Hopefully it's in the top 100. Of course, it's going to be in the top 100. But it's interesting that I'll probably end up finishing higher in Champions than I do Contender. That's the madness that it is the GP weekends. So I think we're going to have to, obviously you can see the boost is so low now, it's really getting tough. We're going to use downforce on the hards, we're going to do that one stop. And I'm going to probably have to use something like a Voice or Dragon maybe, thinking about what I've got, a bit of tyres as well. I think we're going to go on the same strategy, and I'm going to hope that I create a gap. I mean, we've got 6 places between the 2 drivers, so hopefully we can get off to a good start. And look at the qualifying position of Alonso. That's awful. But we're off, and we are P16 or even 15 now. Rival using both boosted drivers, and we just can't compete with that at this stage of the account. And Vettel, can he get up the inside? Don't want to stay to the outside, because that's where we lose positions. And we are going to maybe hold. And we are going to keep boosting down to this corner. Cut down. Oh, cheeky move by Vettel up the inside. And we are in to P number 14. We're not going to fight too much if we can help it. I mean, even pushing around there, we still lost positions. But we're all on about this one-stop strategy. So, Vettel into the home straight. Just micromanaging it at the moment. And what can Alonso do from here? Can he get anywhere further up the ladder? Hopefully he can. We are definitely still trying though. And can we at least make a dent? We definitely need to score some good points here. And finish off. I'd be happy with top 80, generally. Like, that's how tough Contender actually is for this account. Champions is all about getting through. If you can get through, it is a free-for-all for the low-scoring positions. So we'll keep going. Can we hold off Leclerc? I've moved Vettel up to medium. Still looking after them tyres. And all good at the minute. 14 and 22. And we can start to boost shortly with both. And now we'll push with Vettel. Alonso will start to push as well. We've got a nice gap between the 2 drivers. And we are sprinting away for P14. And it's definitely a really good gap between the 2. And we can move on to 1 lap to go. A few pit stops as well. So we can jump ahead of them. And we find ourselves in P10 and coming back for some hard tyres. Alonso coming down the home straight finds himself in P15. Moving up the leaderboard. Scoring some okay points at a very difficult track. And we're hoping the 1 stop will save us losing a lot of time. So what about Alonso down the straight? Vettel all over the back of Alonso now as well. And we're going to get held up a little bit. Can we get Alonso? Oh, we're getting so held up here. Finally into P9. We're going to then lose that P9. Oh, this is going to double stack us. We're that slow. Oh, and we've queued to come in the pits. Oh, that is pain in the last race. And look at the seconds that we've lost. Wow, lost about 4 or 5 seconds here on Vettel. All because of the slow last corner. And the slow entry to the pits with cars coming out as well. So incredibly unlucky. Probably going to cost us a fair few amount of points in this round. But let's see where we can finish. Can we recover some of them points already? We've got Vettel 18, Alonso now 24. We're going to try and hold positions. Try and get ahead at any pit stops also. And it's all about recovery missions. We know we can do them. Well, we can on the main account anyway. So can we get any further? Let's keep this position. We'll boost down the straight. No one pitting. So we hold position. Alonso will move up a place. Now into an amazing P23. That is brilliant. Oh, not our day. Vettel down the straight. Holding off Vettel himself. And we'll boost away. Got to be getting some of these points back very shortly. Yet again, using boosts that are not great on this track. But we're managing. So, can we make any movement here? Opponent's got a Leclerc failure as Alonso goes round Albon. And we've got Vettel to P14. And what about Alonso? Gets ahead of the Haas into P15. So good one-stop strategy so far. working an absolute treat. It's managed to catch us up to where we pretty much were before the pit stops. And look how well it could have been better. Could have been a lot better if it weren't for the slow entries. But that's notorious in France, and we've got to move past it. We've got 1 and a bit laps to go. We've got the accelerator down to the floor. And we can push all the way. Can we got the inside of Perez? We can't. And he doesn't come into the pits either. Rival's got a few in the pits, so Vettel moves up to P11. And Alonso we can start boosting as well. Just tried to hold the rival up a little bit. Oh, and that's a bad corner. That's a bad corner by Fernando Alonso. We could have boosted him earlier, but I didn't even see it. But we are now P15. So P10 for Vettel, P11 now, switching back. But we're just concentrating on Alonso. Can we get around? Here comes Vettel. He's into P10. No, he's not going to catch anybody else, I don't think. What about Alonso? He's got the softs and the Alfa Romeo in front. He goes round the outside and fires off the entry. Oh, and he gets P14 on the line. Charles Leclerc looks like he ran out of fuel potentially. But whatever happened there, we will take 26 points all day long. And let's see where that finishes us in Contender. I'm not expecting it to be great, but let's see where we are. In Contender, P54. Free-to-play account, and it's 244 points. So 10 points dropped in final round. And that is the best we literally could have done. We ended up on the free-to-play account. Very tough weekend again. No boost, but we're trying the very best we can. And as a WF1 YT on the free-to-play came 65th in Contender. So let's see. Obviously up to Series 9 rewards. Let's just see what we can grab from the prizes. And we do get the F medal of Contender. So that breaks the duck, as we got a Q last week. On Champs, we get some rep, which is very minor, which is not going to break the bank. We get 400k, which will do very nicely to help us. We get 16 Rooster, which will come in very handy indeed. 28 Stroll. We've got 42 Momentum. 20 Mick Schumacher. 42 Harmony. Can we get a decent epic up to Series 9, or at least unlock something that gives us more cards? And it is 21 Jazz, so I can't complain too much with that. We are into Series 9 only. I do want to get back up to Champs, but it's very difficult indeed, based on the fact that I need top scoring, basically boosted drivers, and I don't have any of the boosted drivers at all. So I will decide what I do next week. Might be another Contender run though. Some more books and Prodigy in there as well. So thanks so much for watching the free-to-play account. We are finding it tough, but as you all expect, it's never easy on free-to-play. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.